Guys, hello everyone. Crypto Interest is with you. Right now, the daily Bitcoin review. I tell you how to trade today to get the maximum profit on the market. Short, very helpful video. Yesterday we released data on inflation. 7.7% is much better than expected, as you and I expected. But the data will come out today, or rather the 5-year inflation forecast, and it is also very important for you and me, because the Fed will rely on it. In general, a lot of things are happening. Despite the fact that we are at the end of the week, there is just the most powerful movement, including a wild flood around USDT and its potential scam. So now let's talk about everything in order and move on to the schedule. So let's start with USDT, because a lot of people started to worry yesterday. But I want to tell you that, in fact, we have USDT every time Bitcoin flows, there are some movements. Because money from USDT begins to flow into Bitcoin and other coins, it is simply bought off and USDT is drained. Therefore, the USDT scam, to be honest, I think this is just the last thing that will happen in the crypto market, because if this happens, then there will simply be such a huge distrust in the market that it will simply be incredibly difficult to get people to enter this market, so I will not worry about this topic. Now let's move on to Bitcoin. So what's going on with us? Yesterday we released data on inflation and Bitcoin gave an upward movement. And now we are standing and trading here. I'll be commenting now on what can potentially be done here, but first let's start with a few important things. Let's open S&P with you, because look, S&P has come to an important level, almost $4,000, $3,955. And we, one way or another, can see the downward reaction with you, and of course Bitcoin will also react. Potentially, we can again give a little higher move here, let's say up to 4,000, and then see some kind of reaction, but we will definitely see a reaction here, because we have volumes here. And that is not all. Please look at the dollar index, because this level, 106, we have almost reached this level, respectively. When the index falls, Bitcoin grows. But, one way or another, at this level we will most likely see some kind of reaction with you. Here we have volumes, look, on a large time frame. We will see the reaction, the index will bounce up in, as you understand, assets and Bitcoin will fall, so keep this in mind. And now we are going to specific trading setups, because many new levels have appeared from where you can open positions. Now of course I will tell you everything. Let's move on to Bitcoin, because everything is very interesting. Despite the fact that everything looks terribly scary and it seems to us that everything will fly down, I don't understand why we should fly down. Who will be here? Who bought this volume? Why didn't we fly lower here? Someone bought it, but who bought it? Bought by big players. I'm sure most of you haven't bought anything here. When we came here, at the level from 15,400 to 15,500, I was just sitting above the button and I was insanely afraid to buy. I myself reduced the volume of my purchase by 2 times and sat thinking about it, because in reality it was scary. Although I was waiting for this level, 15,400 for several months, I said that I would buy, but it was really scary. And I'm sure 99% of you didn't buy. And this whole volume, this whole straight was bought by big players. And everyone who buys further, they will buy when we hit $25,000, so keep that in mind that even though everything looks scary, this does not mean that we will not go higher. In fact, imagine that we had positive inflation data yesterday, now let's say positive 5-year inflation data comes out, then FTX starts saying that it's kind of like a partnership with Kraken, that Tether will give them money, and so on and so on and so on. A little more positive, a little more manipulation, and that's it, we will fly higher. We just liquidated all the players. Everyone who was already in long positions, everyone was liquidated. A large player intercepted the hand and now we can go potentially higher. Could this be? Maybe. But keep in mind that these are just our assumptions, there is no unequivocal answer in such a market, so the most important thing is our favorite risk management. Now let's move on to specific trading setups. These were mostly my thoughts on the global picture, now let's take a look at the local one. I will open a 4-hour time frame. Look. We are standing. Bitcoin suggests itself right here, some kind of local corrective movement, plus consider the S&P, consider the dollar index. Accordingly, look, we have here on the hourly time frame, again, there is this long level. In general, if you want to trade intraday, this is a long level, you can open a position here, set a stop loss for liquidity, and the nearest target for it will be 18,300 here. But, keep in mind that we did not take the main volume of 15,400 here and can easily go back. Although, if you open SME, look at SME, we didn't just take this volume, we went to SME at 14,900, that is, we already completely cancelled this volume and there is nothing to take there. Move on. further short. You must understand that we also have several levels here. At the first 18,300 we have a level, but this is the level of the hourly time frame, it is small. Our main level is 19,130. This is the volume. This is the whole volume. Here it is, 19,130. Therefore, when Bitcoin arrives in this zone, 19,130, with a 99% probability, you can get short positions here and look further. One way or another, we will see some kind of corrective movement, because this level is quite strong. I don't want to talk about more global long positions yet, because in general you can try to take something here with little risk, but again, if you follow the risk management, we can easily break through the hourly level. The most global thing that we should see with you is going beyond POC. Suppose we come to it, trade, see some movement, then go beyond it, form something here, and then it will be possible to gain some long volume here and go higher. That is, they should go beyond POC and form some kind of structure. Regarding 16,700, keep in mind that the time frame is small. The 15,400 level on the Bitcoin chart has not yet been traded, so it is very careful with long positions here. Accordingly, short levels, 18,300, again, this is the level of the hourly time frame. The main short level for us is 19,130, but after exiting already above 19,130, you can watch a long position. In short, this is the picture. Otherwise, we can only observe, because nothing is clear, and it is difficult to guess what will happen next. That's all guys, that's all you need to know for today to get the maximum profit in the market. And the most important thing for me is your support, so subscribe to the channel right now, be sure to turn on notifications so as not to miss the latest releases, and of course, put the maximum likes, because your likes are food, energy and motivation for me, which makes me shoot every day and keep you updated. I also want to remind you, this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. Bye everyone.